I'd like to show you how to oil the bore of a clarinet. Although we've got some very clear instructions enclosed in all the packs, it still seems as though that some customers are frightened to do it, and it's something that really needs to be done to look after your instrument and also to improve the tone. So here's an old pull-through which I suggest you use. If you've got one of the bigger ones, the larger ones which are sort of handkerchief style, the Windcraft ones, you can cut it in half because you don't need it all, but this is small enough for the job we're going to do. Now just run the oil along the length of the pull-through like that, quite a bit. Don't be frightened to do too much because we're going to soak it up afterwards. And then really make sure that it goes right the way through the pull-through like that, so it's smeared all over. And in case there's too much, get a bit of kitchen roll, just put it in there and just do that, and it will soak up all the surplus so that you have nothing running down the inside of the bore or onto the pads, but just a purely impregnated cloth. You can then take the cloth and pull it through perhaps 4 or 5 times to equally smear the oil the entire length of the bore. When you've done that, have a look up to the light and you should see this thin smear all around the length of the bore. If there's any dry patches, a couple of more times would do. And then make sure that you don't forget the end grain. That's inside there where the receiver is, just going round like this. And even on the end of the tenon here, which would go into that receiver when you've done the top joint as well. When you've done the whole clarinet in that way and checked, looking through to the light, that the smear of oil is even and all the way round the bore of the clarinet, then this can be rolled up. And if you get a little Ziploc bag like this and put it inside, it won't dry out. It'll be ready for the next time that you want to use it. That will save you continuously using your oil. It will last longer and you'll be able to use this for quite some considerable time. So just to recap on that, plenty of oil on the pull through the entire length. Don't be frightened of doing too much. Then really squeeze it into all parts of the swab. Any surplus that you're worried about, always soak it up with some kitchen roll or toweling like this. That will stop any unnecessary oil running down. And then several times through the joint, perhaps 4 or 5 times, checking, looking up to the light like that to see if you've got a really good thin smear and it's not patchy on the inside. And that will not only inhibit your instrument from cracking, but it will also improve its tone. Thank you.